Alderman Beelan.
Here.
Alderman Salem.
Here.
Mayor Hazen.
Here.
Attorney Voss.
Here.
Alderman Sykes.
Here. Everybody join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item we have is the consent agenda. We have the council report, January 13th, 2023 through February 2nd, 2023, and the Board of Aldermen meeting minutes, January 16th, 2023.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as printed.
Second.
May I have roll call, please?
Alderman Salem.
Aye.
Alderman Sykes.
Aye.
Alderman Beelan.
Aye.
Motion carries. Finished business. We have a vacancy for Ward 2. We've had for some time now, and I would like to appoint James Guthrie.
Yeah, it's, anytime there's an appointment, it has to be with the advice and consent of the board. So the mayor makes the appointment and takes the advice and consent of the Board of Aldermen to approve the appointment.
I make a motion to accept the recommendation of the appointment of James Guthrie to Ward 2 seat.
Second.
May I have roll call, please?
Alderman Beelan.
Aye.
Alderman Salem.
Aye.
Alderman Sykes.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I got used to all this.
I state your name.
I, James Guthrie,
Do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I possess
that I possess
all of the qualifications
all the qualifications
prescribed by law,
as prescribed by law,
and that I will support
and that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
and the provisions
and the provisions
of the laws
of the laws
of the state
of the state
affecting the cities
affecting the cities
of this class
and
and the ordinances
the ordinances
for the city of St. Clair, Missouri,
for the city of St. Clair, Missouri,
and I faithfully deem myself in office.
and I faithfully deem myself in office. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, next we have the Community Center / City Hall roof update. We have a presentation by Joe Brazil with Tremco Inc.
Hello, everyone. Mr. Duff, I don't know if I should say congratulations or my dear sympathy. I'm not sure which one. Thank you for having me. I was called by the city, by Craig, to look at your facility, to see what some of the water issues were, get some water infiltration and things such as that. So I came out here, looked at it. I'm Joe Browse with Tremco. I've been with Tremco 26 years. Tremco is a division of RPM, Republic Powder Metals. We own Euclid Chemicals, Rust-Oleum Paints, Dry-Wet Wall Systems, DAP caulks. What Tremco does is a manufacturer of all building envelope products, roofing, metal roofs, single plies, caulks, waterproofing, sealants. So when we do projects, we do the whole building envelope. So what we did is we came out here and we took a look at everything, and we looked at the walls, looked at the roof, looked at the whole building envelope. What Tremco does is we have an 11-step process that's in your packet. We do a consultation, we do a roof audit, wall audit, diagnostics, and recommendations and budgeting. We're right now at step 4, recommendations and budgeting. So what I did is, if you look through the packet, there's a brief summary here on your different roof situations. You have 5 different sections, 2 roofs. It says condition of roofs, having water infiltration. It has 5 sections. Total square footage is 15,900 square feet with an asset value of $430,000. Section A and B are single-ply TPO roof systems with an average lifespan of 18 years. The coating that was added will extend the life of the roof. It is in fair condition. Section C and D are TPO roof systems that are showing signs of aging. It is shrinking and pulling away from the flashings. These sections should be restored soon. Section E is a TPO roof system with a coating. It's becoming to come unattached, and the deck, it's all wavy and bubbly when you walk on it. The insulation pushes down on it, which should be replaced because it could blow off, and that's the gym and so forth. And so you go around the walls. If you look at your building, it's got a lot of algae on it. It's got tuck pointing issues. A lot of the glass blocks are cracked in certain areas. The caulk joints are failed. The window joints are failed. And so the building envelope needs to be addressed. If you look at some of the pictures around the building, you have a soldier course about 8 feet, 10 feet up in the air. That's where the bricks extend, and it's getting a lot of water infiltration and a lot of algae under it, and that's efflorescence, which means all the minerals of the brick and the water's coming through it, leaving the deposits on the wall. That's what all that white film is. You got some broken blocks, broken bricks. The decorations on the building has these scupper boxes made out of stone, which are actually kind of cool looking, but they all need to be redone. They need to be tuck pointed and rebuilt. You have so many, there's a count on the back, 10 or so glass that needs to be replaced. The seals are all broken and they're all fogged up. All the flower boxes are broken up. Those need to be fixed. There's some pictures of the glass blocks that are broken and they're cloudy, so those need to be replaced, all the broken ones. There's some areas up on the top roof where there are scupper holes, but they should have downspouts because you're getting way too much penetration of water on the walls, and you can see all the mold and mildew on the walls up above on the roof. And then some of the other roof pictures just show some of the conditions of the roofs. On picture 12, just shows how the flashings, TPO roofs start to shrink and pull, and then they get tenting and stuff, and then they eventually start to split from the shrinking. Those roofs aren't, the TPO roofs are not crucial, but they're just on the list. I gave you kind of a 5-year spread on them. And then it ponds water. It has, the scupper boxes are too high. And then the upper roof, 14 or 15, just shows they did put a coating on it years ago, and it's buckling, and a lot of the seams are starting to open up. So that roof has some issues. What I did is I showed you the AEPA co-op, and I want to go through the budgets first, and then I'll explain to you what the co-op is. The co-op has all the budget numbers. These are not bids, these are budget numbers, okay? What this is a menu for you to choose from, and then what I do is, what I'm offering you is going through the co-op. It's an AEPA co-op, it's a co-op out of, it's Education Plus out of St. Louis, and you have purchasing power through all the school districts. What it is you're buying all the materials direct from the manufacturer, which I'm the manufacturer. I'm what you call a consultant's rep. This has already been pre-bid. We bid this to the AEPA every 2 years. This is what Union School does. This is what St. Clair School does. This is what Washington, New Haven. I've been working with all the school districts for a long time. We're still, Dr. Cruz, we got projects, all these schools around, we got projects every year with them. So these numbers are all based on budget numbers given by a contractor. These budget numbers are going to be a little bit heavy. They're not like tight bids. And this includes performance bonds, all the drawings, all the specifications, all the details. This is a turnkey package. So it has all that added into the budget. So you have a menu of items. Section E, we have that as a replacement. That's tearing the roof off and replacing the total roof with tapered insulation and putting a good built-up roof on it, not a single-ply roof. Single-ply roofs are your shortest-term roofs, which all of my customers go with a built-up roof. It's a 30, 40-year roof. Single-plies have an average roof of life of 18 years. So when you're building a roof, you want to put the top, you're tearing off the roof, you put new insulation on, you put new metal, so you have so much already to cut square foot, then when you build a roof is where you get your real quality. And so we put a built-up roof on with a massive flood coat. That's a rotary flood coat. I don't mean to be too technical, but I'll just try to be brief on what we're doing here. And then C and D, I recommend doing something with that roof, and we're doing an AlphaGuard liquid roof over the top of that. Those have not been coated, so you could do an actual restoration, which would be a 20-year warranty. I do that in like 2026, and I would do A and B in 2027. So I'm pushing these out. This is a good case scenario. But the reason why I wanted to show you all these roofs is because if you wait and do nothing, then in 3 or 4 years, you're gonna have a real big ticket item. So you try to have asset management when you're doing your buildings with these kind of numbers. Then the tuck pointing has all the different things we're doing, the whole scope of the tuck pointing and what we're doing. And that the total billing envelope tuck pointing is $60,000. And again, that's a budget number. And then replacing glass windows, and then installing a film over the skylight, because you guys have a park kind of thing hanging over now, trying to keep the heat out of there, so we would just put a film over the actual skylight if you wanted to do that. So the way this would work is if you guys said, yeah, this looks good, we're gonna go with option 1, 2, and 3, then what we do is we put together the full set of specifications, all the details, all the drawings. Then we get 3 or 4 contractors together in each category, and we come out, we walk the building together, they send us all bids, and then we put the bid package together through the co-op. Now keep in mind, it's already been bid, every 2 years we bid this through the co-op. It's a line item contract, but we still bid it again just to compete against the co-op, meaning that it has to be equal or less than the number that was already bid at. So then the contractors bid it again to us, we put it all together as a turnkey project, then we deliver the project to you, and then we supervise it, manage it, and then we do all the final inspections, we have progress meetings, we do field reports, and then we do a final inspection, and so we're the warranty holders. So the good news is when you're working with a manufacturer, the manufacturer is the warranty holder, so you have your long-term relationship with them, not with the architect, not with the consultant, but with the manufacturer. So you'll have a 20-year warranty on your roofs and your building envelope, so it's a turnkey envelope building warranty instead of having Owens Corning do the caulk or Carlisle do the roof. You have one manufacturer manufacturing all the products. So if there's a leak or anything anywhere in the building, it's all inclusive on us. It's not, you can't point fingers or any of that stuff. And that's why our schools, we're very successful with schools, colleges, we do ECC, you know, so that's why they work with us. It's easy, it's pre-bid, and you get good pricing. Any questions?
You said you bid every 2 years on this project, and it would be equal to or less than.
No, I gave you a spreadsheet. If you look at the dates on there, I was suggesting that on some of the roofs, like some of them aren't failed. They're just getting older, but they're still in fair condition.
And that's the 26th and 27th.
Yeah, 26 and 27, but that's like a best case scenario. And what I mean is could you limp these along a little bit? Yeah, probably, if you wanted to. We could just maintain them better or whatever. But what we do is we'll give you, here's what you need to look at, here's a plan. And if you don't have any money, if something's much more important, you could probably get by another. The gym one's the worst, but on the other ones, you could probably push them out another year or so. But it's just a forecast, so you can kind of see how to have an asset management. So that's kind of what we do, so you can plan. So it's not like, you're not at a red state, you're not critical on those other roofs. Just the other one is the one that's buckling and bubbling. So the building walls, the envelope is the worst. It definitely needs some work on that. That's where your water's coming from.
The section E, is that the same 20-year warranty? That would have a warranty?
That's the warranties that Trimco has is a 20-year warranty, includes a 24-hour response, and it includes maintenance too. So we're responsible for the roof for 20 years.
Do you have your own contractors or do you sub out?
We don't do the work. We're just a manufacturer of it. We would have contractors come out and bid it. We'd have a walkthrough with Craig, and we'd walk around, look at the whole building together, and then they submit bids to us, and we put them through. We're the facilitator of the co-op, so we would run them through the co-op with all. It's a line item contract. Everything is broken out in like 100 feet of gutter, whatever, 8,000 square feet of tearing off insulation and 8,000 square feet of insulation. So it's all broken out. It's a lot of work for that's how we do it. We break it all out. It's got to hit that line item contract, and then we submit you all the different. We give you a bid matrix of how all the bids came in, and then you see all the line item contracts. So we do bid it out, but they have to be a certified contractor if that's what you're asking. We don't just pull any ABC roofing off they got to be certified. Basically, all of our contractors are union as well, and they've been with us a long time, our contractors, so we have a pool of good contractors, yes. One of your biggest problems is when you do the public work, a lot of times you'll post it in the paper, you'll have an architect write a spec, or whatever, consultant or whatever, write a spec, post it in the paper, you have a lot of folks show up, you have folks that are bidding it that you really probably wouldn't want to bid it, and then you, at the end of the day, when the job's done, who are you gonna call when there's a problem, who holds the warranty, there's just a lot of variables that's why the schools, we're very successful with schools, government, we did Herman Courthouse, we did those domes, we did that one, do a lot of city work, that kind of thing.
I was under the impression that you did the spec. Was that incorrect?
I would write the specification, Trimco would, yes. We'd write the specification, that's correct.
You basically take care of everything.
It's turnkey, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Keep in mind, tonight, you guys are just looking at the process. You're not voting on, I mean, we haven't given a bid yet, so you don't have to vote on anything. I just presented to you how this would work, and if you like the idea, then we can proceed, but there's still no, tonight, you're not giving me a contract or nothing. It's just, if you like the idea, then we'll proceed with what we're doing, and then we'll give you then we give you the proposal at that time, and then you know exactly what it's gonna cost.
So these are just rough guesses?
Those are budget numbers, they're a little high, yeah, we usually give higher numbers so we come in under budget.
Sure.
Yes, they're just budget numbers, they're not bids.
Thank you
Is
very
it,
much.
you guys good?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys want to discuss this any further before we go into the community center, or you want to entertain the thought of having Tremco go forward with getting bids?
Well, do we have something in the budget that will cover $140,000
We had planned for ARPA funds for the roofs.
for that first phase? And then, so if we do that, are we going to budget for the next two phases also?
We would have to unless we decide to use
And
ARPA
then
funds.
there's more than that, then there's the tuck pointing, the windows, the blocks.
But the tuck
We
pointing sounds
just
like it's,
continue in this process.
yeah, the tuck pointing sounded like it was one of the main points of water.
And we have quite an investment here in this building,
Mhm.
and, you know, just as Jason has an investment in the water towers, and we contracted with a firm to take care of those so they would last forever. And I think we need to do the same with this building, unless somebody has some idea that they're going to build a new building sometime, and I don't see that happening.
I think we definitely need to do the investment, and I like that they do the schools and other municipalities.
Craig has a question.
Go ahead, Craig.
Just real quick, just a little bit of background on this project. Jason, Ivy, and I met with Joe on 2 different occasions. He brought us this proposal. Jason and I talked about it, and we feel that, in our opinion, we need, at least in this first phase, we need to do everything to stop the current leaks that we have. That would be the windows, the glass blocks, the tuck pointing, so on and so forth, the new roof over the gymnasium. So that comes, his budgeted numbers, that comes to about $200,000. So that was just our thought. We wanted Joe to come tonight and present this to the aldermen